Well, I want to finish up by giving you 10 ways to keep your cup full because as moms, how each member of the family relates to each other is sometimes uh, draining. And sometimes, everything's fine and different days deal you different circumstances, right? But here are 10 ways to keep your cup full. Because as a mom, you're like, I've got 3 kids, I've got grown kids, 14 grandkids. I've been married for 45 years. And once I started studying the science of human behaviors, I started to understand myself and I started to understand my family and I started to understand other people that I dealt with better. It really helped me find myself and become more comfortable with myself. So let me share a little bit with you on these. Number one is don't sweat the small stuff. Too many times we let all the little things get us all riled up. Yesterday, my daughter was talking about dealing with her kids, and they were getting ready to go to her mother-in-law's for dinner. And she was ready to go as usual, and she was waiting and waiting. And usually, she's getting stressed out, trying to get everybody to get ready to go. And yesterday, she just decided that she got ready, got everything ready to go, and then she let the husband and all the kids at will. She has a couple of teenagers and a couple little people. And so, it was like they were really late getting to the mother-in-law's. But the husband said, "Hey, are you ready?" And she's like, "Yeah, I've been ready." So she didn't sweat the small stuff. And hey, she didn't sap her energy by trying to get everybody ready and having such a hassle. The second thing is let go of unforgiveness. Too many times there's something we've not forgiven. And that also goes along with the personality stuff. Some people have trouble saying, I'm sorry. Some people have trouble forgiving or letting go. Well, you know what? It just saps our energy when we don't forgive somebody. So let go of unforgiveness. The third thing is what gives you energy? Is it activity, getting out doing something new and adventurous? Is it hanging around with people or is it taking a long hot bath and or reading a book? Figure out what refills your cup and make time for yourself and schedule time for yourself. It's important because you can't serve others out of an empty cup. Number 4, hang with positive friends. Yeah. Do you have a friend who's always complaining or never has anything nice to say or is always critical about everything? Hang with positive friends. And I have found it's important to watch positive shows on TV, listen to positive music. I love Christian music and I love my good old rock and roll back from the days. And so I want to listen to positive shows and positive music. It gives me energy whenever I'm a little down and out. The fifth thing is schedule something to look forward to. It might be an outing or a date, an outing with your kids or a date with your husband, a lunch with a friend, a vacation, but it doesn't have to be something that big, but schedule something to look forward to. The sixth thing is find a hobby or do something new. I know when my kids were little, I did ceramics. Like, the kids went down for a nap and I was painting and working on my ceramics. I've done many things through the years, many different hobbies, and that gave me energy and delight and made me happy. Number 7, like I said, turn on some music, read something funny, watch something funny. Now, with that, I'll say don't get too hung up or put a time limit if you're on your phone on Instagram or somewhere. Give yourself like 10 minutes to look so that you don't find, an hour and a half, you're still scrolling. That's an energy drainer because now you realize you didn't get something done that you needed to be doing. 8, talk nicely to yourself. I mean, that's really number 1. Talk nicely to yourself, just like you would to someone else. 9, plan, organize, and create habits, one thing at a time. Disorganization, I sometimes have trouble with that, drains my energy. Not planning a life, like weeks go by, months go by, and you're frustrated because you didn't get things done that you wanted to get done or go somewhere you wanted to go. So it's important to plan your life, organize your life, and create those habits one thing at a time, only one thing at a time. And number 10, join a women's group. You may be a part of your church a women's group there, or a business group, or some kind of group with your kids. I know my daughter does scouts with her son, and she loves leading in those groups. But be a part of a group that gives you energy and maybe has a meeting at least one time a month, if not weekly. Don't allow yourself to get overwhelmed, though. You must choose what you want to do. So remember that to only say yes to the things that your heart is in, that fuel you, that give you energy, that make you happy or make you able to serve. Because as moms, we are servants at home and we want to keep a good attitude. Because when we have a positive attitude, everything's beautiful. Everything's fun. We love being a mom. But whenever we allow our tank to get empty, it's not so much fun anymore. And guess what? I can't give any energy if I don't have any. And I want to give the best to my kids. For me, I want to give the best to my grandkids when they're around. So, if you would like more ways to understand your husband and kids, go to theextraordinarymarriage.com. And like I said, I have a podcast on there, a new podcast each and every week. And sometimes it's with guests, and sometimes it's with different ideas that I believe will pour into you and make your marriage better. The Extraordinary Marriage. And today I've got a gift for you. Make sure you grab it. It's a masterclass on how to shower your spouse with confidence and love. Because you know what? Whatever we put out, it comes back to us. I'm Connie Durham with The Extraordinary Marriage.